My name is Stefan. I'm an IT engineer working in Antarctica. These are my experiences. Hello and welcome to a wonderful evening in Rovera. Bit cloudy, but a very calm evening. There were people running there on the runway a while ago. I unfortunately didn't realise that and was running on a treadmill like an idiot, staring at a wall. Wasn't pleasant. But anyway, enough of that. What I wanted to talk to you about today is something exciting I did a few days ago called co-piloting. Now, what's that? Well, it's kind of like what it sounds like. You get to fly on a plane as a co-pilot. Now, it's not a proper co-pilot. You're not a trained aviator. And if I tried to fly a plane and land it, I'd crash it. What that job is you will go and help the pilot. So the pilot needs stuff unloading and loading, digging out snow, things like that. You will help them because in the British Antarctic Survey does not allow pilots to fly alone. They always need to have someone with them. And that person doesn't need to be a trained pilot, as I said. They just need to do some training to know how to survive if the plane crashes and what to do to help a pilot. And that's what I did. However, they do let you fly the plane for a while, which I did. And for a while, I mean, an hour there, or an hour and a half actually, and an hour and a half back, almost all the way down to the runway. I was quite surprised. You could ascend, descend, used, trim, rudder. It was an excellent journey, the most fun I've had so far here. The pilot who taught me, she is a teacher pilot. What is the name for that? Whatever they're called. Yeah, teacher. That'll go with that. So she taught me what to do and showed me what to do. And it was great fun. After the initial training of co-piloting, which you do here, it's just about some survival techniques and some of the things you have to do if the plane were to land somewhere inhospitable or you're snowed in or something like that. You have to pack 2 bags. You have your own rucksack, which I'll show you later, and then you have something called a pee bag, which contains very specific things. This pee bag, you either have your own, which I do. This is the same bag you would use if you went camping as well. It's got survival equipment and equipment for tents. The P stands for personal bag. So you can use your own, or you can use the pilot's one, which is what I did. And the pilot's one is basically the same thing. It just stays on the plane. And I use that because it's easier. It's already on the plane. So I didn't have to drag mine because it's quite big. So let's go and see what's in a pee bag. About to enter Fuchs there. You may remember this from the last video. It's where the field guides hang out, where they work. Our pee bags are stored there, stored upstairs in what's called the attic. Let me show you that now. Let's head up to the attic, which is here. There's something hanging on these stairs. I'm not sure, inside of a tent maybe? Ground sheet, looks like a tent, yeah, in a tent. Normally that's not there, obviously. Let's go up the stairs, be careful not to step on this. Gotta find the light, which is, it's here. Aha, good. Hey, we can see. So here we have the attic. Now, these bags in the corner and these bags all here are pee bags. You've got people's names on them. These are packed ready for these people. When people leave, they're meant to give these back and they get unpacked. See if I can find mine. It should be, aha, there it is, S. Vitry. Right, let's get this out and show you what's in it. So the first thing we have when you unwrap the outer bag is this plastic bag, keeps everything waterproof, and inside this we have some more things. So we have this blue thing, which is my sleeping bag. So let's undo this knot. So this knot is tied in an easy way. You're meant to be able to undo it with one hand. Let's see if that's true. And yes, I tied it correctly. Right, so let's look inside this plastic bag. What do we have? Trying to do this with one hand is not easy. Right, first of all, we have a sleeping bag, nice and warm. The strange thing about this one, oh, no, this one's okay. There's some that don't have a zip, so you kind of have to crawl into the top here. This one has a zip. I specifically chose one with a zip because it's a nightmare trying to get in otherwise, in my opinion. But it's really warm. Let's see what else. Trying to do this with one hand isn't easy. We have this interesting roll. Well, before I show you that, let me show you this. This is a thermarest mat. So I'm not going to take that out. This is a cover for your sleeping bag. Now, why do you have a cover for your sleeping bag? To go over it, not in it, like a liner? Well, the reason you have this is sleeping bag is made out of this kind of nylon type material, and you don't want to drop stuff on it and make it dirty. Also, you don't want to set it on fire. So this is cotton and it goes over the top. It's a bit more fire resistant. Right, let's put that out of the way. Let's carry on. Got one more thing in here, and this is a nice soft fleece. This is used to lay on the ground or put inside your sleeping bag. No, hold on. I'm not actually sure what this is. No, it is a sleeping bag. It goes inside. Sorry, it is a sleeping bag liner. It goes inside your sleeping bag as far as I can remember. So that would go in your sleeping bag. Right, let's go back to this roll here. Again, one-handed operation. Can I do it? Ooh, yes, I think I can. It's not the greatest entertainment undoing a knot. Right, so now this opens. Okay, this is always wrapped together because these things always used together. This is a ground mat, mat from Thermarest. Not too thick, but good enough to put on the ground. So we have wooden boards first, and then that. Then we have a nice fleece. It's really nice. It feels like lamb's wool or something. I don't think it is. I think it's artificial, but it's really nice. Then roll this out. We have a inflatable mat. So this blows up and that will go on top, and then a sleeping bag on top of that inflatable mat, but I've wrapped it this way. So that is the contents of the pee bag. There are also other boxes with medical equipment. I'm not personally responsible for that. That is bought by either the field guide or, in this case, it would be the pilot. Okay, so I hope you like that. Now let's go and see what I packed in my rucksack. So I was packing this pee bag back up, and I looked in this bag that just says self-inflating mattress. It's not actually a self-inflating mattress. What it is a bivy bag. Now, why do we have a bivy bag? Well, it's because if the tent we're staying in blows away, you're not completely left without a paddle. You've got something, although that will be very grim if the weather is strong enough to blow away a tent and you have to crawl into this with a sleeping bag. That's not a good night. That's not a good night. But anyway, I shall continue packing before I show you my rucksack. Let's look at the contents of my rucksack. First of all, I've got a thermos. Going to fill this up with nice warm coffee. Then we have bathing boots. I'm not going to be wearing these boots, but they're useful if I have to stay somewhere unexpectedly for some reason, if the plane can't come back or something like that. If there's bad weather, for example. These are really, really warm. They've got liners in here, and they keep your feet warm for ages. So I'm going to be just wearing normal shoes, but these are very useful and you recommended to bring them. Next are salopettes. These are really, really good. They have braces that go over your shoulders and are good workhorse trousers. A lot of people wear these all the time. I'm going to put them over my current trousers. Then we have a boiler suit. This is just very useful for you to keep warm when you're standing about. And not that I'm going to be doing any hard work there, but if I have to stand about for an extended period of time, this is something that is really nice to wear. Then after that, we have a bottle, not just an ordinary bottle, but a pee bottle. Unfortunately, the plane does not have toilets, so if you need to go, then you go in that. Couldn't imagine it's comfortable. And you kind of have to go to the back, leave your seat next to the pilot. But yeah. And finally, we have my camera, which I'm going to bring. I'm going to be taking hopefully some nice shots with that. Got another lens, which I'll try and find and take with me. And also going to bring some snacks and some water. But that's about it for the contents of my backpack that I'm going to be taking. The rest of the stuff is in the pilot's pee bag, the emergency kit, extra clothes, extra gloves, etc. I'm going to be wearing gloves myself. That's standard, I always wear gloves. So I didn't show them, as well as sunglasses and my normal warm clothes that I wear. But these are the extra things that I'll be bringing. This co-pilot checklist gives you an overview of everything I have to take. From number 1, the clothes I have to wear, 2, my rucksack, and 3, my pee bag. You can see it's quite a lot of things. However, together, they keep you safe. So I'm really looking forward to how this turns out. Hopefully it'll be great. The plane I'm going to be flying in today is a Twin Otter, manufactured by de Havilland, a Canadian company. This particular model was built between 1965 and 1988. I think that the ones we have down here were from the 80s. The reason that we still use them is that they have excellent short takeoff and landing capabilities and can carry quite a lot of cargo for our needs. Here you can see me climbing into the co-pilot seat and how that looks like. We have quite a few planes in our hangar today. Next to the Twin Otter is its big brother, the Dash 7, also built by de Havilland. The Dash 7 has 4 engines rather than 2 and can carry more passengers. It's mainly used for longer haul flights, such as getting us in and out of Antarctica from Chile. Back to the Twin Otter, let's take a look at the cargo hold. You can see that all of the seats and everything else have been taken out. This allows us to store more cargo and get it in and out more easily. Let's look at the back where the emergency equipment is stored. You can see here that we have on the top right, that blue bag, that's the pee bag. And then in that cylinder with the red lid, there's some other emergency equipment. First aid kit there. So everything is kept safely in the back. And here I'm being shown how to access the emergency equipment from the outside. After that, we're on our way. With Marie at the controls, we went down the runway, gaining speed until takeoff. The deep blue sea passed below us. I spotted icebergs and beautiful sea ice as we gained altitude. Our route today takes us from Rovera all the way down in a roughly southerly direction to a place called Fossil Bluff. Fossil Bluff is a small strip of land between the frozen sea here and the mountain. It's used mainly as a refueling depot for planes going deeper in the field and to resupply field parties. The total distance was about 420 kilometers or 260 miles. It would take about 1 hour, 40 minutes to fly one way. As we flew on, we gained altitude and finally we popped up in between 2 cloud layers. As we stabilized, I was told it's my turn to take over the controls. As I took over the controls, I wasn't really that nervous for some reason. The plane flew straight and level. I just had to make minimal inputs on the yoke and with my feet on the rudder. The secret was not to overly correct and to make a movement, wait for the plane to make that movement, then make your next movement. Here I am adjusting the trim because the yoke was being pulled down a bit, and then letting go just to prove that it's fine. The fact that I could hold on with only a few fingers shows how well balanced, well trimmed I should say, the plane was. The sunglasses really helped up here. The glare was quite strong and it was really, really beautiful out the window. Just flat cloud as far as you can see there. Very peaceful, very beautiful. Felt very at ease. I can see why people love flying, and especially over the Antarctic, as there is no one else up there. Now we're coming into land. Marie is doing this turn, not me, because we're solo to the ground, so if something went wrong, it will be dangerous. You can see the ski where we're about to land. There's a plane already there. They just arrived before us and they're just waiting for us to land before they can take off. They've already offloaded and reloaded. These planes can fly really slow. It was quite impressive. You can just hear the stall warning come on now as we near the ground really slowly, and touchdown. Welcome to Fossil Bluff. Here we are at Fossil Bluff. It's a beautiful day, 2 degrees, just overfloading some fuel barrels. Just came in on that plane, Twin Otter. Beautiful sky. And this thing over here is the melon hut. Let's go and take a look at that. So, time to head back. 10-minute stop, 15-minute stop it was, leaving this beautiful place. There's nothing here, tundra, and the melon hut. This melon hut is only used usually during the day or if you'd be stuck in a storm, but there is a cabin nearby that people go to. It's very bright out here, even these sunglasses on, which are category 4. It is still easy to see. If I tried this in London, I'd be blind. Not be blind, I mean I won't be able to see, it'd be too dark. Right, time to head back. Let's get back on a plane. As we took off, we flew low over the mountains, gradually gaining altitude. The views up here were truly breathtaking. The vastness of the white continent spread out below us as far as we could see. Many lonely peaks were passed over. I have no idea if anyone has actually climbed any of these. We passed over the frozen sea, and once again, I was allowed to take control. It was easier this time, as I had a better idea of how the plane reacted to my inputs. Up ahead was the contrail from the aircraft in front of us, leading us back. But all too soon, we were back home and came into land. Touchdown. Welcome to Rovuma. I really enjoyed that. I got to fly the plane, also use the rudders, descend, use trim, and I did an okay job. Not the best, obviously, because I've never really flown a plane before, except on simulators, and that was a long time ago. But it was great, and even coming into land, turning towards the runway, intercepting the glide slope, going down, looking at Pappy lights. I mean, at one point I thought, how low are we going to go here? Is she going to get me to land the thing? Luckily not, because that would not be good. But it was good. It was good. I'd definitely do it again. Amazing experience, I must say. Amazing. The pilot was called Marie. She's also an instructor, a very good instructor, in my opinion. Gave good instructions, answered my questions, predicted what I may do, gave good praise. So thanks a lot, Marie. Thanks. I really enjoyed that experience. Oh, wow. Can't believe I flew a plane in the Antarctic. So good. I still have to find that bloody polar bear.